Hello, welcome to Online Consumer Ed, Summer 2015. We're so excited to get started with you in this fabulous endeavor. So here we go. So you're going to log on to your open class just to make sure you have access to the course. And then the next thing we want you to also make sure you do is you're going to go to your Google Drive and just make sure that you have a Google folder that has already been made for you. And in there, it should already be highlighted everything. We want you to make 6 folders, okay? So just press on your folder just like so. Go to New, Folder, and then you'll create all 6 of these folders that you could see for you right on the screen. It is unit number 1 is Consumer in the Marketplace, unit number 2 is Careers, unit 3 is Taxes and Budgeting, unit 4 is Banking, unit 5 is Credit, and unit 6 is Insurance. So you are going to put your completed documents for each unit into these folders, as you probably have done for many of your classes at school. But because it's an online class, it's much easier for grading purposes if you have your folder set up this way. All right, so let's get started to see how we have everything set up. So if you press on the first tab, you'll see the syllabus. This is the syllabus that we passed out to you at the meeting that you attended, and you can see right at the top there's 4 teachers teaching it. Use their student accounts to contact them. Whoever your teacher is, obviously that's the person that's going to be grading your work, so that's your first go-to person. However, if you know another teacher, you're more than welcome to contact them. They can help you out. Any of the teachers listed on the screen are more than willing to help you in any way that you want. All right. The next thing that we have for you on our open class is the agenda. So each teacher has linked the online agenda, and all of the assignments are also linked, so it's almost like your checklist as to what you need to complete, what's being graded, what category is it in, and how much is it worth, how many points. So it's almost like a little checklist for you, just to keep you organized. You can access all the assignments here, but they are also linked in each unit for open class. It's probably better if you go through it on open class, but this is kind of your checklist for your own peace of mind. Okay. The next link here is your Dropbox for your teacher. Anything that's not done in Google that you cannot put in your folder, you're going to submit it here, and then that's how your teacher will assess it and grade it for you. Make sure that you always give them you publish it and make sure it's shared so that your teacher can access it. Okay. The next thing, and this is your first assignment that we need you to do, and because it's an online class, it's important that we still, you guys know each other, as well as your teacher gets to know you. So if you could just respond to this about yourself, that would be fabulous. All right. The next thing we have is the order of the units, and we only have one unit shown to you on the screen when you first go on and access it. We won't open the other units until you get through the work. So here's how it's set up. And we want you to work through this in order. So the first unit is called the Consumer in the Marketplace. All right. So if you press on the first tab, which is Being a Smart Consumer, this is where we want you to start. We don't want you to start at the bottom and then work backwards. We want you to start at the front, because it's placed there. The assignments are placed in numerical order that way, so that you're kind of working through it and building onto your knowledge. It will help you learn better, prepare for your final exam at the end of the semester. So we don't want you to skip around. Everything will make more sense to you as the learner if you work in that order. So the way that these pages are all set up is it gives you the information, which is like your objective for what you're learning. It gives you the tasks that we want you to complete. So for example here, work through the source of information scenarios. So you'll open that up. There's directions on that document. You'll file and make a copy. You'll put everything for Unit 1 into your Unit 1 folder right here in your Google Drive. And then you'll just work through, review the PowerPoint. Here's a worksheet, and then there's resources. The resources are there to help you. Some of you may need to use all the resources, and some of you might be able to work through the information without the resources, but the resources are there to help you. A lot of the bigger assignments are going to have tutorials to explain things to you a little bit more in depth. If you need that help, it is there. You don't need to listen to every single tutorial, but it would be very helpful to understand the guidelines of assignments and things like that. So then you just work through. In addition to that first discussion board posting that you're going to do, there's a discussion board for every single unit. And it revolves around what you're learning in that unit. So here's this first one about being a consumer. You're going to respond. Your initial post you'll get credit for, and then you need to respond to 2 posts to your other classmates, and then you'll get credit for that. And you'll do that for every single unit. Each unit also has one big project, and it's using all of the information that you learned. You're applying the information in a more practical type of setting, and each project will have a tutorial. So again, like I said, it will give you more specific guidelines. You can see that there. It's usually towards the end of the unit. And then each unit also has vocabulary, a vocabulary list, and a review guide. A lot of times students are like, I know everything, I don't need to do it. You will get credit for this, but it will help you refer back, especially when you're preparing for that final exam. So it's important that you complete these regardless. Then, as soon as you're done with all that work, now you're going to take your Unit 1 test. The Unit 1 test is on OpenClass. It's multiple choice, and then it will grade it for you, send your results to the to your teacher, etc. Then there is a short response. You have access to the short response, the essay questions, in advance. So we're looking for them to be pretty near perfect. We will be grading them pretty in depth, and we're looking for some very good explanations and showing how you've used the information learned in the unit when you're responding. Now, our cue to make sure that you're done with the unit is you're going to email us, your teacher, your completed response. And at that point, we will know that you're done with the unit, and then we will go into your Unit 1 folder, and we will grade your information, and then put all your grades on eSchool. After that, we will open up the next unit. We will work at the pace of the fastest student, so you don't want to wait until, the end of June to start doing your units. You want to work, you should be doing at least one unit or so a week. If you get ahead of that, that's great. The faster you move, the better. And if you need additional assistance at any time, you can always contact any of the teachers. As soon as that's done, you'll open up the next unit, and it's laid out the same exact way. Different assignments, review, discussion board, multiple choice, and then the same exact setup for the essay question. The first couple of units are going to be a little bit more content heavy, and then they kind of lessen up. So you just work through it at your own pace, etc. And if you have any questions, again, please feel free to contact any of the teachers. We are here to assist you. I hope this tutorial was informative. Have a great day and a great summer semester. Thank you.